think we are live. Yes.
Yeah, we are
So, hi,
live.
everybody. This is Nicole with the Repairs First Association. And with me, I have Alex with TX Parts. We are going to be going over just a little bit about their company, what they offer, how they work with, repair shop owners for parts and all sorts of things. And also, TX Parts has a special deal for RFA members. So if you're an RFA member and you're watching this live or you're watching the recording, all you have to do is fill out the form. If you're on the platform, because we're going to put the recording on there is a form on rfamembers.com. You go to products and vendor discounts, and you're going to see them in there, and you just fill out the form, and that's going to go to them, and then they will contact you to set up an account, and they'll make sure that you get the deal, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. So don't forget, if you're watching this right now and you haven't heard of the Gadget Repair Expo, make sure you go to gadgetrepairexpo.com and sign up, and definitely get your ticket, sign up to compete, because you do not want to miss this year. There's a lot of exciting things going on. It's going to be it seems like every year we get bigger and better, and I'm just super, super excited. We've got some really interesting things going on this year that are new, and you can find all about that on the website. So, all right, Alex, go ahead and give us a rundown. Tell us about TX Parts, how you guys started, what kind of sets you guys apart.
Okay, so hi, Nicole. And first of all, hi to all of those guys who are listening to this live or on the recorded session. My name is Alex. We are TX Parts, and have been serving this wireless industry for more than 20 years now. We initially started as a cell phone shop like you all did. And after that, the owner himself, Eric Minhas, he found a gap in the providers, the cell phone parts providers, because he was ordering some things, he was missing out on some things, and not all parts were available with all of the vendors since some of the times things were out of stock and things. So that's when we got the idea, okay, let's jump in this thing and let's try to explore this market. Since it's a growing industry, still we can see that every other day it's like a lot of new shops are being opened. So we jump in this industry, and
How
ever
many
since.
years have you guys been around since, I mean, or how many years has TX Parts been?
As TX Parts, the company was operating under a different name first, and it was changed
Mm.
in 2016
Oh,
to
wow.
TX Parts.
Got it.
So, yeah, we've been in this industry for quite a few time now. About the cell phone parts in specific, we have been dealing with the cell phone parts from 2014 and onwards. So, we've
Mm.
been providing cell phone parts to repair shops from 2014. Pretty much all across USA, we have onboard customers. I don't think so. We're missing out any state in USA as of now. And
Oh, okay.
so yeah,
Well,
we've been in,
what did the owner do with his shops when he started the parts company?
we just started providing the parts to the shops first. Like we
Oh,
got so big that we were like, okay, we can do it by ourselves instead of taking parts from someone else. We'll buy our parts, and we started from there. And that's how we got the idea. The owner got the idea. Okay, we can make it big, and eventually we still have some shops.
oh, you still
And
do. Oh, I
yeah,
see. Okay, yeah. What cities are you guys in?
right, as of now, we are focused in New Mexico and
Mm.
Arizona. We are
Oh,
collaborated
nice.
with Total Wireless, and we have almost 12 to 13 locations over there, which were just open, and we have some shops in Houston as well. So yeah,
So
uh,
you really know what the shop owner is dealing with.
yeah, I know the pain which they're going through, and let's say someone comes in for a repair, or you need a part, and it has to be overnight. If you're missing out on overnight shipment with parts, it's just cannot work for cell phone repair shop owners, because you're committing the customer that, okay, I'll do it next day, and you're assuming that you'll be getting the part. So shipment delays and cutoff times, that was the initial thing which made the owner decide, okay, I'm going to do it by myself, I'm not going to rely on anyone else. So that's the biggest pain point a cell phone repair shop owner can have, that he's assuming that he's going to get the parts overnight, and eventually the parts do not show up for whatever reasons. Could be the carrier company or maybe something else. So yeah, that's the biggest pain as a cell phone repair shop owners we have faced, and we are actively working on to resolve it for many other repair shop owners.
Nice. Okay, awesome. I mean, so what about support from you guys? So can they call you and maybe they're struggling with something, or what, I mean, do you guys have some sort of support system for them if they're buying parts from you?
Yeah, why not? We get a lot of calls daily about, hey, since I've been dealing with the sales and stuff, so I get calls sometimes that, hey, Alex, do you know what could have went wrong with this phone? So we have been trained by the owner himself that, hey, look, not all you guys are not just there for sales. You should know the industry better. So yeah, we've been helping customers with a lot of questions. And like recently I got a question that, hey, my customer, he just plugged the phone, uh it's like a car charger, and after that the screen has not been opening, like it's not turning on. So what could be the probable cause for this? So like, yeah, it could be the PCU board and something else. So yeah, we and the plus point with us is that you have a designated sales rep for your account. We have the official number for the company where you can approach any one of us, and a designated number. Anytime you call us, you send us a text message, we are going to reply. It's not that we are not going to reply or we're going to ignore the messages or calls. There's a designated sales rep for your account, which is available for you 24/7, be it the weekends, a national holiday. We are going to respond.
Awesome. Okay, so what all do you guys sell?
We are primarily focused on cell phone parts, like all the thing Apple, Samsung's, Motorola's, Google's, other brands. In other brands, there's a whole lot of things. Let's say LG and TCL and other stuff. So yeah, we got pretty much all stuff in stock and game consoles. So something for PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, we have them in stock. So
Got
yeah.
it. Awesome. Okay, great. Okay, so what about shipping? I know there's always conversations about shipping. So how is your guys shipping and where are you shipping from? Where's your warehouse or
We're shipping from Stafford, Texas, and I believe we have the latest cutoff time in the industry, which would be 7:30 p.m. EST. So you anything you order till 7:30 p.m. EST, we're gonna ship it out. So and the shipping is not that expensive compared to what industry is offering. It's only $9, and once you reach the $500 thing, it's free for you guys.
Nice. Okay. All right. So the benefit for an RFA member is 4 to 8% off, depending on what they're purchasing, right?
Hmm.
So they would go to our platform, rfamembers.com. If you're a member, you can sign in there. If you're not a member, of course, sign up to be a member.
Yeah, and
Shameless
that's
plug.
that's the only way you guys gonna get discounts. So if you want
Right.
discounts, sign up with RFA today.
Alex is like, do not call me for this discount unless you're
Yeah.
an yeah, you don't even want to call him. What you're going to do is there's a form that you're
Hmm.
going to fill out and it's going to go to Alex. So then he can reach out to you and then or he'll just have a record of you that you are an official RFA member because only members can access that form.
Hmm.
And then I'm assuming you guys will let them know from what they're purchasing what their discount will be depending on how much they're buying and all of that. So that's really awesome. I really love it. For everybody that's watching, if you have any questions, we did get a hi. Feel free to post your questions.
Hmm.
Um, if you are watching the recording again, where I just want to put a plug in here for GRE again, make sure that you look up the Gadget Repair Expo.
Hmm.
And we are having a big competition. So if you are a micro solderer and you can do an iPad charge port, you could win $3,500. So
Hmm.
some big
Guys,
stuff
don't
going
miss
on.
out.
$3,500, three thousand
Yeah.
five hundred dollars for an iPad charge port.
Hmm.
I know it's, and we only have 40 competitors that are actually able to sign up, so
Mm.
it's very limited. Yeah, we've got people already signed up and ready to go. All right. So, is there anything else that you would like to talk about when it comes to TX parts? I mean, we covered the shipping, we covered how long you guys been around. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about or go over?
Yeah, I would like to talk about how we've been handling a lot of customers and how we are primarily focused on eliminating this thing which repair shop owners have to go through every other day when they're placing in orders. But since we own cell phone shops, we know the pain. We know what's going on in the market, and we know how the customers, which you guys are dealing with every other day, are looking for some things which cannot be offered. So yeah, uh,
What about soldering parts? Do you have? parts for solderers and equipment for solder people that are out
Yeah,
there
we
soldering the
got
motherboard and
tools. We got tools. We have the jumper wires. Pretty much everything. Like if you're coming to TX
accessories.
Parts, it's a one-stop shop. You can get pretty much everything with us.
Nice. Awesome. Okay. How do you guys address, since you have stores and you probably are really in tune with what's going on with the industry and devices. I
Hmm.
mean, I mean, how does that translate to parts? I mean, you guys are seeing what they're going through at the level of owning a shop because,
Hmm.
a device comes in, you've got serialization, you got all these different things that are going on.
Hmm.
If a shop is confused about that, and I mean, they can call you guys and talk about that. I mean, would you
Yeah,
have some
why not?
insights or
Like with us, like I mentioned before, you have a designated sales rep for your account, which is available anytime. All you have to do is call them, text them, whatever is preferred with you guys, and he will answer you right away about what the problem is and what could be the probable cause. How can it be fixed?
Nice. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. I mean, shops usually have an issue with shipping because they get a repair and they
Hmm.
don't have the part because, maybe the part is a very expensive part,
Hmm.
right? Or a rare part,
Yeah.
right? For example, a device that doesn't come in every day. And then you've got
Hmm.
the person's device and you're trying to get that part as quick as possible. So you guys having a late shut off is very, very helpful, for,
Yeah.
in the cost of your shipping. Um, is there, I mean, I don't know exactly all parts companies, how they work with shops that are, trying to, what if they didn't know the amount of inventory to have? So I've gotten this question from shops.
Hmm.
I'm opening a new location and I'm not exactly sure what to stock. Do you guys have lists of like suggested, or can you help them?
Yeah, why not? Like recently when we were opening a new shop in New Mexico, so we know what we had to get. So it was pretty much like all the basic models. You gotta have all the iPhones from 11 and up, and
Mhm.
for Samsungs, you gotta have the Ultras in stock since Ultras are the most repaired phones when it comes to Samsungs. But you can always have like one for the basic models, like let's say for S21 and up. So you can keep it till 24 if you just open the shop, since those are the one which are being repaired the most. And for Motorola's, that's where it gets confusing. For Motorola, you can get a lot of phones, and as of now, we're also not sure because one day one customer will come in and he will ask for a screen, which technically you don't have, and it's not in demand. But with Motorola, it's confusing. With all the other models, it's pretty much sorted because we know what market has been preparing the most. Since we have the live and experience, we have the data sheets, what we're selling the most, and what is being
Right.
repaired. So we can always tell, look, this is what's going on in the market. If you're opening a new shop, you must have this since a lot of customers are ordering this, and the market is
I
looking for
feel
this.
like, Alex, this is something that I think about a lot when I speak to
Hmm.
vendors because I feel like vendors, they do a lot to reach the community, right?
Hmm.
They do. Vendors, you've got Facebook groups and they're posting information and they're trying to keep up with tools. But there is something that vendors have access to that the rest of us don't, and that's data. It's
Yeah.
purchasing data.
Yeah.
Who's purchasing what and where and at what volume? What market are they in? I
Hmm.
don't know. I feel like the vendors need to come together and put some data together for the rest of us because it's really an insight when you have a shop, and especially when you're opening a new location or another location in another
Hmm.
area and another demographic, income level, to have somewhere and go and say, okay, this is where I'm opening, this is the kind of area. What is the suggestion? What is going on in this area? Because the only companies that really know that is vendors that really sell a high volume of parts.
Hmm.
They only know about their customers or their shops, right?
Yeah.
Or franchises, which is where the franchise model, it does benefit a lot of people when
Yeah.
well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to go on record because I'm not I take that back. I don't know what benefits or
Yep.
not benefits. Okay.
She didn't
I'm
said it.
saying,
She didn't said it.
yeah, I didn't say it. I'm just saying it's like I'm going to refer to something outside of our industry. McDonald's doesn't go to a map and close their eyes and like, we're
No,
going to open there. You know what I
no,
mean?
no, 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 no. Like,
Chick-fil-A does not go and say, oh, there's no Chick-fil-A there. Let's open. They open based on data and they
mhm,
select a location. So I don't know. This conversation that I'm having with you, I have had this conversation with other vendors because I feel like that is some really valuable information that yeah, you guys, I think you guys should come together. I don't know, maybe the RFA can pull it together somehow, but what you brought up was really good facts because this is
mhm.
what shop owners want to know. Yeah, if they've owned their shop for a while, what I'm saying right now probably means nothing to them, right?
Yeah.
But I deal with a lot of people that are opening
Mhm,
multiple new locations or completely entering the industry through Cellbotics. And we
yeah.
have Accelerate Consulting, which Jeremy, Brad, Brian, and I, we do franchise consulting for multi-unit owners that are scaling. Like say they got 50
Mhm,
locations or 10 locations and they want to go to 50 or 50 and they want to go to 200 or 200 and they want to sell, right?
yeah.
And when we do that, it's you really get an insight and especially when you get the high numbers to why they open and where they open. But when you're someone that's got one location and you're trying to open another, understanding what you need to have on hand instead of you just throwing a bunch of money at inventory and it just
Mhm,
sitting there.
yeah. Never works that
Nobody
way.
wants to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
No.
And you can't ship overnight every single part and be the shop that never has anything in stock. So I really liked what
Mhm,
you talked about there. I feel like there's a bigger discussion about that
yeah.
data. I want
Yeah.
that data.
Well, we are always open. You
Alex,
can
I'm
ask.
going to be messaging you like, Alex, I want your data. No.
No worries. No worries. I got you, Nicole. It's okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it sounds like you guys can really relate to the shop owners, and
Mhm,
a lot of vendors in the industry can. It's really, I love when I hear that parts companies are not just selling parts, they're actually understand what shop owners are going through, because that means a lot.
yeah.
So, again, if you guys are watching and you're an RFA member, to get the benefit, the discount, right, 4 to 8% on your orders, you have to go to rfamembers.com, either sign up or log in, click the products, and then you go to vendor discounts, and you're going to see TX Parts there. You complete the form, and that's it. You're in their system as noted as an RFA member. You can, then they're going to reach out to you, but you can also go to the website, call them, and they're going to have a record of that, and that's going to validate
Mhm.
you getting your discount. So well, Alex, is there any last word before we go? It's really been great talking to you and having you on. And
Well, last word would be that I know the repair industry is going through a lot since we own the shops, and overnight shipping has been a trouble for a lot of people since the new regulations came in. With us, it's simple, and what we are planning to do is we want this to be like simplified for repair shop owners. We don't want them to go through a hustle to keep everything in stock. If you guys are ever looking for anything which is a rare find, you guys can always contact us, and we're willing to help you out. Since we are also repair shop owners, we know what you guys are going through. We know your pain points, and we are actively working on resolving them. So yeah, like repair shop owners, we feel you, and we got you covered.
awesome. I love it. That's a great way to end it.
Hmm.
All right, Alex. Well, thanks everybody for watching. And again, if you are a member, go ahead and sign up and get the benefit. And if you're not, this is just another reason why you should be.
Yes, sir.